I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. All right. The City of Greendale, in compliance with our Title VI implementation plan, is a non-discriminating city. We have developed a complaint of discrimination form that is open to the public at any time, along with a voluntary public survey. Before we have the approval of the minutes, I'd like to thank our city employees, the park board, police, fire, and EMS, Main Street, and all the volunteers for a wonderful and safe 4th of July. I thought it was outstanding. Yep. Really went well. So,
great job.
Yeah, thank you all. Okay, we need the approval of the June 10th, 2026 regular meeting minutes.
I'll make that motion to approve.
I'll second that.
We have first and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. I need approval of the bills and claims.
Make a motion to approve all properly submitted bills and claims.
Okay.
Second.
Got a first and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, audience comments. You're up.
Yes. Oh, go there?
Yeah.
Okay.
State your name.
Hello, I'm Drew Chrisman. I am here today to talk, well, it's actually on the list here, and it just so happened to be, I was cleaning this pond earlier this week, and called Vince up like, hey, is there any way that I could get a fountain or some kind of irrigation in this?
So let's back up. He's talking about the Valley Woods pond.
Valley Woods,
Because we have two
yes.
ponds. Yes.
Oh yeah, true, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I live in Valley Woods. We're building a house right on the pond, and so I was cleaning up some brush by the water, and I've always heard it's a little smelly. I really found out it was smelly when I went to go rip a couple branches out of the water to the side, and so I mean, it's a pretty nice pond. People fishing all the time, but I was just doing it's my little obsession or hobby at the moment to clean up that little property there as we're building, and when I was doing my digging online, I found irrigation is really good for ponds. Obviously, we see Snaebelt's pond. Vince, you got a heck of a pond that's got a nice big fountain in it too, if I remember right. And so I know there was like a budget for, looks like the dam or whatnot. I don't know how much one of those things costs. I would imagine if we had one of Snaebelt, we'd probably know what that is, but
We know exactly how much that is. Yes.
So I don't know what that takes, but there's also other things too. I learned muck is the technical term for probably why it smells bad. Pond muck. It's like debris and fish, all that stuff. I know there's like little tablets you can put in the water to like decrease the muck too. You probably know a lot more than I would, but after a couple of YouTube searches, those were the two things I saw. Like, oh, maybe this will be. I plan on having lots of water activities on there, rope swings and maybe a dock. I don't know. I've talked to a couple people. That might not be the best idea with the water regulation, but if there was any way to maybe make that water a little bit more nicer to be around, I guess. The irrigation and then those tablets, maybe to decrease the muck, would be a nice
water
touch.
Dropped some when you started smelling it, or was the
It was really high recently because of the rain, but that I think right now is better. I mean, it's probably a little lower in July than it is comparatively like maybe a springtime.
Is it level with the pipe, the big pipe, or is it down below the pipe?
No, it's level with the pipe right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steve, that's been a complaint for years about some of the people who live around the pond.
I don't think anybody gets in it because of that. I mean, once you get in it, you smell it, so you don't really notice it. But if you're just like fishing on the side there, even by the drain where people fish at, I'm not a huge fisherman, maybe I will be, but that's just something when I was just noticing walking around, it was like, man, it's a little stinky. I don't know if just a fountain in there would help that. There might be some fish to add to, I don't know. I don't know all that stuff, but that was one thing I saw consistent among the research I did was like an irrigation fountain. Plus, I think it looked cool.
So I told Anthony you were going to come tonight, and so I asked him to look at the, what do we call them? It's not the ordinance, it's the pond, what? Covenant restrictions? Yes. So what did you find out, buddy?
I haven't had an opportunity to look.
Okay.
Like the restrictions on what you can do to it?
Right, because when Rupels did all that property, you had pond covenants as well, correct?
Still there.
Yeah.
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 But again, that was, it's changed from then, we
Right.
didn't have all of it. Steve, the last person that really maintained it.
So it's our pond though, right?
It's our pond now.
It's our
yeah.
pond. I thought that there
Yeah.
were covenants and restrictions about docks is what we were looking at. I remember
Yeah,
seeing
but
something about
swimming.
that.
We didn't know about swimming either.
There's covenants on the properties around the pond, covenants, restrictions regarding some of that stuff.
But that's still in place, like everyone owns 1/28 of the lake?
I had one person ever had a dock, which was Beverly, and he didn't maintain it and let it go, and it flooded and flooded and flooded, and eventually it just, took it away. I said, if you don't get rid of it, it'll end up being caught in the overflow, that'll be a problem. And, so eventually they took it out and tore it down. So, with the fluctuation in the pool, that's the problem, you put something in there, put a dock in, it's gonna be underwater, it's gonna flood.
How much does it fluctuate? How many feet?
Quite a few.
It'll fluctuate. I mean, I've heard it where it would run over the road that you would drive.
Andy,
through.
it was
What's your,
probably 4 or 5 feet above the main pipe when we had that heavy rain.
secondaries kicked in?
Yeah, it was up to the
What
secondaries.
is the elevation?
I mean,
What you call the emergency.
yeah.
He knows.
I've never seen it go across the
We're
road
working on that.
before, but it did get to those two pipes.
Yeah.
100-year, local 100-year stays within it doesn't go over.
The road, yeah.
Right now, the normal pool is at about 5 and 6. And the emergency secondary pipes are
The secondary. ones.
the normal pool is 501, the secondary is 504.
3 feet.
3 foot.
Yeah, 3 feet up.
Well, the other thing too is the depth of water, how much, I don't think I ever got it sounded, but what's the depth out in the middle of that?
It's really only about 10 feet. I was in it this week.
It's got that much water in it?
Yeah,
10 foot?
it's about 10 feet deep.
That'd be more sediment than that.
I mean, we dredged that in the upper end, since that's kind of happened, and there hasn't been any substantial infiltration, within Valley Woods itself since then,
Since all the construction's done. Yeah. Drew, I'm gonna speak for the board. I think a couple things. I think Anthony needs to do his homework on the covenants for the pond, the lake. We'll have a budget session here in August. So I definitely think we can look into, putting a fountain in the lake, as well. I mean, we have it in Snaybelt, so I don't understand why we wouldn't have it in, yes, Mike?
I know, I think talking to Steve, don't we have DNR come down and do an assessment of Snaybelt Pond? Is it DNR or somebody?
Snaybelt, yes. Snaybelt Pond is a DNR pond. I don't think Valley Woods is a DNR
They're
pond.
not.
Okay, I thought Greendale just asked them to come down and look at Snaybelt Pond.
No, the DNR,
Well,
It's DNR managed, we abide by DNR regulations, and by doing so, they stock it every other year for us.
Right, right.
But we abide by their catch and toss rules, species by pond, and, they considered it a DNR managed pond.
It was never a DNR pond as far as construction, because it wasn't over 20 foot of protection. So it fell under that.
yeah.
well, it's not over 20 foot, that makes it not a dam, quote unquote, a
Right,
DNR.
right.
So there's the ODNR people managing the fish, then there's the ODNR, or I'm sorry.
Yeah.
IDNR people that are managing the height of the dam. So if it's under 20 foot, then you're not going through the nightmare that you have to go through if you own a dam.
Right.
You know about that.
Yeah.
Dams are a nightmare.
So, I think we can definitely look into a fountain. That might be a good ask from redevelopment.
You say 4 fountains? It probably needs
You're the
4.
one that said 4, right?
That means some of the money that's coming from the lots isn't coming back to council.
Yeah, something. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, but so what I'm getting back at, this isn't gonna happen tomorrow. That's not how we operate. It'll be exceedingly slow, but it'll go through budget session first and see what we can figure out and see, we'll get some prices. I know how much Linda, we just spent on the one in Shameless Pond, and they didn't give that away, did they?
No, they didn't. I would also look at the size of, pump you need for the depth.
Yeah, get a size,
It's
pro-
only
you
have
know,
this-
Right,
Yeah.
you'll need two fountains for that.
yeah.
Snavel says?
Yeah.
Really?
One isn't gonna cut it.
Okay, so does Greendale have public access that, like, I mean, we can't go through the cemetery, right? And that's a separate lot behind the cemetery, right?
The access to the dam
Is the dam.
is the dam.
Okay.
The dam, all the access you need is the dam.
Don't you have
We have a
the,
whole 4 acres of access to the pond.
On the other side, right, where we're gonna, I'm just thinking, getting electric to these things, that's the problem. I knew Sean's over there, I could hear the wheels spinning.
He's
I just
retiring, he
knew
don't
the
care.
wheels were spinning.
That's something you have to consider,
Yes. You
getting
do.
electric to it.
So, okay, we got a lot of things to look into, so
You know,
thank you for starting the process.
you know, Mayor, there's other option. I got a small pond on my farm and we just blow air into it and it helps a lot.
Yeah,
So you don't,
you have a compressor going.
have a windmill that does it, but
Right.
still, it's better than having pump, you got electricity, you got all kind of stuff,
Right.
where this you just, you still have electricity to pump, but still, it's not as complicated as a fountain.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you for starting it. We'll take it.
swim it though, they were like.
I don't know.
Swimming's not it's a public park, you know.
Yeah.
It's not a park.
I knew this was gonna happen tonight. I think you own down to the water line. So, yeah, okay.
I
You
would.
can't swim in Schneebelt. I mean,
Yeah.
we have,
There's
there's,
talking about that dock, the dam or
All my
construction
point is,
of the
that
park,
isn't a
but,
public park.
Yeah.
I get
Like I said, and looking at the overflow and something end up in the overflow as.
Well, we're gonna talk about the overflow tonight. That's further on down the list, but we're moving forward. Okay, thank you. All right. So Shane, please report.
Report for June, we had a total of 393 calls for service. That brings the year-to-date to 2,400. 4 traffic citations, year-to-date 88. 14 criminal arrests, year-to-date 67. We did 16 crash reports, year-to-date to 66. 23 new cases, year-to-date 112. And a new item I've started putting on here, we've added up 8,631 miles were patrolled altogether
In June or total?
in June, just in June.
You guys turn them off?
Do what?
The cars, you turn them off?
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, you gotta think, it's 24/7 operations.
It's a lot. Impressive, thank you. Okay, Tommy, I guess you're covering both, right?
Yeah, so he just got it broke down. He didn't give me like the detailed report.
For the fire department.
Yeah, so for the month of June, we had 15 calls. And then the July, I think he did right at the first was only 2. So I don't know what our total is for July so far, but that's what he had for me, and that brought that up to 163 for the year. And he didn't have anything else to report.
Okay. What do you got for the
EMS. We had 75 responses for the month of June. That brought us up to 417. Average time en route was a minute. Time on the scene was 4 minutes. Rendering care on the scene was 14, and to a hospital was 13. Out of those calls, 40 were during the day shift, 35 the night shift. 64 in the city of Greendale, 6 were county calls, and then we had 5 mutual aid calls. Out of those 75 calls, 45 people were treated and transported to hospital. 16 refused, 6 no patient contacts, and 8 canceled before on scene. We did take delivery of our ambulance last week.
Great.
Long awaited. Hopefully to have it service week and a half, 2 weeks from now. We just got a couple things that got to get installed, but other than that, we'll be ready to go.
What year did you order that?
2022.
2022.
I started this project early fall, I think it was, of 2022.
What year's the ambulance you're replacing?
A 2001.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Big kudos to Greendale Redevelopment for helping you
Yes,
with
yeah,
that.
we put that on our, department Facebook page, if you've seen, them and the, Community Grant Foundation down in Lawrenceburg.
Wonderful.
Big helps.
Yep, big
Yeah,
helps.
very appreciated.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Okay, going into unfinished business, Ridge Avenue Community Crossing Grant 2026.
The only thing I got is they're still scheduled to start first week of August.
All right. I did want to back up to the fire report.
Yes.
The house north of the bank down here, what we affectionately refer to as Mrs. Leeds' house.
Yeah,
She lived in it forever.
yeah.
They're gonna tear that down here in the next week or two.
Ooh, okay.
So that's, it's gonna be missed. That was really a pretty nice home. It really was, so. Okay, Sean, Allen Avenue, no, this is,
I got
Nathaniel.
I have no update.
No update? Okay. All right. Sean, Allen Avenue water main replacement.
It's going good. They're doing the starting taps. Well, they started about 2 weeks ago, I think, Tony. They started down by the tunnel and working their way up. And doing the services, working out the services. And they're gonna try and get to the pond and then come back and finish the taps they've already done with topsoil and all that bringing. But they're trying to wait till they get truckload.
Yep. It's, I think it's going exceedingly well. I really do. We've had a few complaints.
You're gonna have that.
It's because of the inconvenience. Yeah, but nothing because of anything else. So, and you're gonna have that. You're right.
We do have a couple old valves on the old line are leaking, so you're gonna see the waters from us turning them a lot lately. So we're trying to get that all done.
We're limping along.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys put together a good plan to make that all happen, because I haven't heard a lot of complaints at all, and you guys are doing a really good job with those alerts. I mean, that's important.
Yeah, we're trying to get them out and all, on the reach alert and all that.
Yes,
As much as
so-
possible.
It's complicated. You guys did a good job
This
on
is
it.
Tony Teton. He's with Queen City Mechanical. His
Yep.
guy, Alex, who is running the job, he's really good about asking for the reach alerts. He's on it. He really is. He's done a great job. So
Good job.
good job to them. Okay, Sean, Allen Avenue North and South Electric.
All right, did the walkthrough with the engineer from Alpha, Neil, and created a list and sent that to Art, and they're supposed to be coming back out to finish pulling the poles, transferring the comms, and doing some fixing on things that they didn't complete and things they did wrong.
Stay on them.
Oh, I am.
Do we need to do the?
Oh, yes, the payout.
Pay up 3 for Queen City?
Yes.
Obviously, Sean, you've gone through it. Everything looks good.
Myself and Kevin from Rezo.
Stuff on it.
Yep.
I'll make a motion to approve pay app 3 for $70,526.44.
Okay, we have a first. We have a second.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a first and second to pay Queen City pay app number 3. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Thank you. All right. No update on the water plant renovations. I reached out to Karen today and she did not respond, so
She's
no.
supposed to come give us a little presentation on the
It's-
status, right?
Yeah, it's coming, yeah. But, all right, Nathaniel, open the bids of the Valley Woods Dam and storm outfall.
Yeah, I got one. First one is Complete Contractors.
Just to give everybody a quick update, this is a project that Bear Becker has been working on for us. The standpipe, I'll call it the standpipe, and the original standpipe in the Valley Woods Dam has really started to show its age. We have some concerns about failure. Mark, you've probably been working on it for a year now, has it not? Pretty close?
Well, it's been a year, but I've been working on it for it.
Yes, right. So, since we've asked him to. So, we put it out to bid last month and we're opening them tonight.
So they have a price of $126,014.
And that was Complete Contractors.
Yes.
Okay.
The other one is Queen City Mechanical. They are at $193,016.30. And that was the only two that was received.
All right. So Complete appears to be the apparent low bidder. So do you want to make a contingent?
Yeah,
Let's do that.
I'll make a motion to contingently, approve complete contracting, for the Valley Woods Dam Storm Outfall Project for $126,014. With the caveat that, city staff as well as Bayer Becker go through the bids to make sure that they're, complete and, compliant with our bidding requirements.
Okay. We have a first, we have a second? Second. Okay, first and second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Nathaniel, Valley Woods Drainage, Springwood Court, and Indian Woods Trail.
Sean and I are still working to try and verify where some of our sewer and water lines are up there.
Okay.
What?
Mr. Rupel, would you
Brad's
like to
right here
comment?
asking.
Yeah.
Would you like to comment?
I don't think he knows either.
We're not gonna pick on you tonight. All right, Nathaniel, St. Elizabeth Drainage Project, Smith Court.
So that's actually has started to run pretty smooth lately. After they got away from the sewer and water, and not to step on Sean's lane, but the sewer part went pretty well, so they moved past that. They're pretty much on the home stretch. It's a straightaway shot down to the main entrance of Travs, and then just kind of just some finished touch-up work, and they're pretty much done. So
Entrance to the plumbing building. Do they have to go towards the vet clinic from there? Is there any more attachments, or are they done?
no, they're done. They were working their way down.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So I would think probably a month they should be 100% done.
Good.
So remind me, last meeting, we all talked about how you were gonna get around there. What was the final resolution? You guys were looking at, I know Andy brought up directional drilling maybe. What ended up?
What they ended up doing was where the force main was, they did a 45 around that, and you get back onto the force main, just around that area where that pole is and where that storm drain's gonna be. They just 45 around
So
it.
they followed the change order that we approved that
Yes.
that day?
And then with the storm pipe, which is part of the change order you'll see later on, we put two catch basins. So there was a catch basin before the utility pole, and out of that catch basin, we just kind of cheated the pipe up behind the utility pole, then started cheating it back down to the catch basin, and then got straight back on track. So
it worked out.
yeah, worked out pretty good.
It was done like in what, 3.5 hours?
The force main? Yes,
Yeah.
they had all the new piping laid in it, and we had it shut down. I want to say at 7 o'clock, we shut down the force main, and they cut it and let it drain as much as they can, and just put it back together.
We did.
Blocked it and all, turned it back on.
We did find Trav's fire main today, so we found it before we hit it, so that's a good thing. And me and Kevin went out there and we did adjust elevations a little bit to just go over top of it, which was no big deal. So
Great.
Okay, good deal. Okay, Stellar Project at Ridge Avenue. It is 30% complete, and we truly don't have any update at this point. No new update, so. Okay.
Before you go to new business.
Yep.
Since Board of Works is running the apartment complex thing,
talking about Copper Creek.
Copper.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wondering how that's going.
So far it's going good. They haven't started doing the dirt work yet. They're still trying to let some of that field dry with the fly ash. I was out there today. They got the one building, the foundation's done, it's waterproofed, and it looked like they were starting to put gravel into the basement, I believe. So it was moving along.
They had to put in a bunch of piles, right? Were they driving piles out there too?
That's what they hit the water line twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even after being marked.
And good markings. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, Sean, under new business, we have open the bids for the sewer line cleaning of 2026. I guess
Alright.
actually it should be 2027, next year, right?
No, the sewer bids this year.
Sewer bids this year?
Yes, we do, sewer lines areas, and we're on area 5 and 6
Okay,
this year. I only received one. I sent two, one to Televac and one to SWS. Never even got a response back from SWS. Can we hold this until next month, or do we have to open it up? I'd like to find out why they're not responding. I hate opening one bid. There's no competition.
Well, you advertised it though, right? I mean, you can't.
We
you
sent
can't-
them.
You can't force people to bid
You
on
can't.
jobs.
You can't.
I mean, I don't know.
I have no problem opening it.
I mean, if you told them an opening date, I think you need to open them, and then the
Right,
board
that's
can
fine with me.
decide if they wanna accept
Yep.
it or reject it and bid again, that's one thing, but
Yeah.
if this was the opening
there.
day, then it needs to be open.
Let's open it up. Televac?
Yeah.
Televac, yes, this is for Televac. This area 5 and 6.
I got another number for you too. There's another person I've run into up there that I think used to work for Televac, but Televac. Andy, I'm sure you used them down there too.
Oh, they're great.
They're great. Yes. They do a lot of stuff up in the city.
Alright.
Yep.
Alright. This is for area 5 and 6. $88,373.50.
Say again, 88 what?
$88,373.50.
What was, did you break it down with what was the price per lineal foot to
Here we
clean
go.
and?
Alright, medium cleaning is $1.85, and there was 25,000 linear feet. Heavy cleaning was 6, but TV and videos $1.65 per foot.
Remind me, 5 and 6.
That is in the areas of the lower section,
gonna say it's
from
like everything.
Probasco down.
You don't remember,
This is the first time I've did areas 5 and 6. I've done 9, then went through 1, 2, 3, 4 so far each year, and I'm up to 5 and 6 since I started.
so we're on like, what, every 6, 7, 8 years?
Basically,
on a cycle?
8 to 9 years.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
8
have-
years.
We have a number where we did 5 and 6 before, but it'd be buried in,
Yeah, it's from 9 years ago,
Yeah, I know.
pre-COVID. Well, that doesn't even count. That's a different zip code.
I know. I'm just trying to get a factor of how much more after 10 years or 8 years.
How many feet did you say that was?
25,000, yes. 25,221, according to Steve's maps.
It's almost 5 miles.
That sounds right.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's the area Steve had broken down previous, 5 and 6 he had done at one time, and this at one time.
You know, certain areas were just so big that there was just area of whatever,
Right.
8 or something.
Yeah, like 1 and 2, 3 and 4, they're pretty small. I'm pretty big where you just do those areas alone.
Sean, what did you budget for this?
For this, not that much. I think I only had like maybe 30, 40,000 in there.
Has Becky's head exploded yet? I mean, if she's over
Well, what we could do, I mean, we could just do area 5, I hate to string it out because I'll tell you what, the TV will save you from any kind of
Yes.
backups in people's.
Troubled areas, I mean, there's been a few troubled areas we've had right along now, and we knew there were sags and we relined them in those sections
Is
from
this-
the Cameron.
Is this mains and laterals or
This
just
mains,
mains?
just mains.
5 miles of mains.
Yeah.
Wow. How many miles do we have of sewer in the city?
I thought it was shy of 30, I thought.
I've seen that number before. When you were here, you showed me. I do not remember it.
Wow. I had no idea.
Well, there's force mains and then we had it broken down to gravity. What all we're doing is just the gravity.
It's all gravity.
I don't know, Becky. Did they break it down area 5 and was X and area?
Together, nope.
we might have a little left over from the Valley Wood stuff. If we're borrowing, or we're transferring, what, 150 from Riverboat? So if that bid's 126, we've got 24,000 to work with.
I'll take where I
Just a
can.
thought.
Huh?
Because water was
I'd like to see another
a
bid.
little thin, I thought.
Just throw them out.
We're running the numbers for the.
There's no, is there a rush?
No, there's no rush. You guys just,
I'll make a motion that, since we only had one bidder, that we toss that bid out and rebid. Lack of a better term.
I'll second.
Okay, we have first and second. All in favor, say aye.
Alright,
All right, motion carries.
you'll get that contact point. I'll get it to him before I leave.
Okay, Sean, back to you. This is the opening of the salt bids for the water plant.
Yes,
Not
and
for winter.
I screwed, yeah, this is for the water salt, and I screwed up. There's one supplier I missed on this, Compass Mineral. I missed them. I only reached out to Morton Salt and Cargill. I missed Compass. Compass has always been a competitor. As bids, they always send us bids. It's not due until September is when our contract. I'd like to push this off till next month. Because I didn't reach out to them. I missed it. Robin, I missed it, man. It's just on me. I missed it.
But Anthony, since we said.
No.
Here's the problem,
Same thing,
because.
right.
It wasn't in the newspaper or anything.
But the contract's gonna end, right? It
The new
is.
one starts September 1st.
So we have another month.
Okay,
That's up to the board. I received the mail back from Cargill, sent back to sender just the other day,
We're down to one bid.
and I'm down to one bid.
I say we just open them and then we, just do what we just did, I guess, and start over.
Open and reject.
One, yeah.
I screwed this one up. I missed it. I don't know how, but I did. Write that down on your calendar. I screwed up.
I ain't got enough room in my calendar.
No, that's the only thing you're gonna find. I don't remember want to admit to in public.
It's gonna be a long game.
I think we should put up a sign somewhere, Sean. Bridge Avenue.
I'll give everybody your phone number.
Yeah.
All right, this is from Morton Salt. This is for the, forget how much salt I told them. Was it, how many tons did we go through? 200?
No, it's more than that.
All right, well, this is for Morton Salt. $161,484 even.
161 what?
484.00.
They don't have a number of tons on there?
I think it's 1,000. I think we
Good
did,
guess, and it's 20 week, 50 weeks.
I'm pretty sure it was 1,000 ton.
That's the SDS sheet.
Is it on
Oh,
that cover sheet?
there we go. What's this note? They have all their SDS sheets here, sorry. I don't think they sent the letter back. That letter I sent them, I can't remember off the top of my head what I requested. No, it's not on there.
I'm pretty sure it's 1,000 ton. Honestly,
Well, you got the letter you sent out to the one that got sent back.
I can open that one up. Well, I don't know if it's in there. It's just their mail, but it has to be in there, 'cause I
who's
sent it to
I was waiting for you to catch up.
Yeah.
who's that from?
This is the one that got sent back.
I know, but who is it?
Cargill.
Okay.
It is for 1,200 tons.
1,200.
I knew there was a 2 in there somewhere.
Make a motion to reject bids due to lack of response and Sean screwing up, so.
That's fine. I'm only
All
human.
right, we have a first, do we have a second?
Second.
First and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I'll have them all August.
Okay. Okay. All right, Nathaniel, we have a Smith Corp change order.
Yeah, so that was what we just kind of discussed earlier. Like I said, that was just them cheating the pipe and adding the 2 catch basins and returning the one that was already bought we didn't need. So
We looked at this last month, right?
it was part of what we discussed last month, but this part hadn't like came in yet.
Okay.
But it was part of the discussions.
So is this the change order for $3,363.18?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. So we need a motion to approve.
I so move the approval of change order number 1 for Smith Corp. For the work regarding rerouting the storm sewer around the 12-inch water main for the amount of $3,363.18. There was no extension of days, right? Just, it was straight
Yeah.
up, straight up.
Yep.
Got a first, we have a second.
Second.
A second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries, thank you. Okay, Sean, do you wanna start this, or do you, Kendall, do you wanna start this?
Like, he knows more. I know they're requesting our water.
Yeah.
For fire suppression.
Yeah, Kendall Bales, Maxwell Construction, just coming on behalf of Haviland, who's up State Line Road.
So Haviland is the old Belico,
Yes.
it's just so everybody knows.
Yeah, they're out of Grand Rapids now. They purchased them, still, I think, do the same stuff they did before. They're requesting a water service, just be connected to Greendale. Right now, they have a troublesome line that runs behind their building. It's the old blue pipe that splits apart and breaks the second you look at it. And it's closer and probably more reliable service to get Greendale service. They're off the front of the building. So they're also contemplating if they're gonna add a sprinkler system in the future. That's not something they need now, but in the future, they might have to add it. I don't think the building code will ever require them to do it, but they're just wanting to know if it's available to them. We're in the process of doing a small, like, locker room addition off the back of the building. They had showers in hallways and all kinds of stuff in that facility, and they were just improving conditions for their employees.
So right now, they're getting water from VRUC.
Yeah, it goes up around their buildings and ties in somewhere, I think up at the entrance to Hidden Valley. So they got this really old line up there that they don't know the condition of. It's not in their control. Nobody knows who owns it.
So
This one's like 50 feet off the front of their building.
And I saw the meter, or I saw some graphic that their meter it's pretty close to the building, but the shut-off's all the way out by the gatehouse to Valley Rural or something like that.
So in essence, they're getting Greendale's water already, they're just getting it through Valley Rural.
It's a really long route.
So just, yeah, so.
That's true.
I think it'd be better for us to have them as a customer than.
Well, you know I'm just antsy about ever extending water, or excuse me, utilities over into, across the state.
Agreed.
Obviously, water, sewer, I'm just diametrically opposed to something
And
like that.
we've had this discussion, Kendall's aware of that.
Water, not so much, but, you know, I know the daycare was the oldies, so I remember Delaney's, the oldie.
Yeah.
That's when they first got water. That was in, I think, the 70s. And then the campground was before I got here too. It was in the 80s. And then we did another one, I think, for the ice cream place. So there's only 3 over there, but I know Belico's asked for some time, for years, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't see a downside to providing water.
Yes.
I don't know.
But I know.
You
start saying it. I think it's real important, and Anthony and I talked a little bit about it, but just having ironclad contracts, if we're going across that state line, because I don't think our ordinances are enforceable over there. And that's what worried me about sewer. They could be over there pouring in tons and tons of chlorine tablets, and it's going down our sewer. You know, can we stop them? We probably could, but that could have major implications at the sewer plant. The water system, obviously, we've got complete control of that, you know? The only thing that worried me was a fire system.
Right, we can't promise any fire flows.
Yeah, because when that water line was designed, that was from 2006, one of the first master plans that I did when I was here, and it was strictly designed for Greendale customers. We had no intentions of serving western Hamilton County and Whitewater Township. So if you guys ever want to come back for fire protection, you know,
Just let it be a separate thing.
it'd have to be a separate.
Well, they'd have to do fire flow test anyway, determine if you have the flow. If they don't, they'd have to put pumps in. and-
Well, we'd have to model it too, to
Yeah.
make sure that if anything that goes on, that there's a lot of undeveloped property on state line on the right, left going up through there in Greendale, so we gotta make sure we don't
Okay.
screw them over.
I think that'd be totally acceptable to them.
So,
I don't think they're gonna ever need, they're worried, so something happened to them in Grand Rapids, where there was fires in Grand Rapids for an old furniture place. And the state came back through and made a bunch of people become compliant and put sprinkler systems in, so they have this fear that this thing's gonna happen to them. I don't have the same fear for this building in Hamilton County. We just did a permit for the addition, and it was all compliant, we didn't have any code issues, so I don't see it happening.
the only thing I did wanna add, I was talking to Sean about it walking in, that water line, our water line goes all the way down, it gets on the Ohio side for a while, then we cut across, and there's a hydrant, just past Double Lick Creek. And I think your meter is down in that neck of the woods.
I think it is.
I'd rather tap down there to where we can keep that line fresh. That'd be a good flushing, you know, they're gonna be using it for domestic, right?
Yeah, it'll be used, I think they have a 3-inch line currently.
So you guys got it shown all the way back up the road a ways, then taking a new line, was it, who made that graphic? Was it Kendall?
Yeah, it was from, we had a bunch of stuff located and from historical stuff from
So
them.
that yellow dash line that was going, was that like a new line from our new meter to you? tying
I
it
think
in?
that's, yeah, I believe, there was just a short line that went from the road by their driveway straight up to the building. Their water service actually comes in that end of the building. It's not, I don't know why it goes all the way back behind their building to the north and runs almost the entire length of, you know where their offices are behind the first part of the building? That's where their water service comes in.
Okay.
So that's why just the shortest length was just picked, because it would come right
Whatever
in the
we
building.
could do to get that line flushed as much
Yeah.
as you could.
'Cause we have it shut off right now, that's why the hydrants are covered.
Well, and this doesn't have to happen until you do your little project. Like, it's not an immediate, let's go connect today request. We still gotta get pricing, they gotta get it approved corporately. We're just asking for permission. If all that stuff works out, they can.
Real quick question for Tommy, since Chief's not here.
Yep.
With that Civista fire and all that, I mean, were you pulling off of, Valley Rules hydrants or?
I don't know what they were pulling off. I was not up there. I know they were back towards 50. I know they had some water issues already up there.
Mhm.
So I know they went back that way and tapped into one of those hydrants.
That was all
back that way.
hydrants?
We're currently working on the design for the new Civista. That might also be a request to connect.
So Steve, that new water line we're running, is that the hook into Value or VRUC?
No,
No.
no.
Okay,
No.
where does VRUC get water from us? By the water tank?
Up through Valley Woods, up on top of the tank, up over the hill and
Okay.
Yep.
through the woods.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
And I know when that fire happened, it just happened where VRUC had their tanks down. They were empty. There were maintenance that went up there, up by, Casey's, up state line and all that. And that was a bad thing at that time.
Couldn't happen the worst time.
Right.
Okay.
Do we have a motion?
Okay, I'll make a motion to, let's say, allow, is it Haviland? Haviland, approval to connect a domestic service? And can we talk about the size? Are you talking 1.5 inch, 2
They have a
inch?
3-inch, service
3-inch?
right now.
Limited at a 3 inch, no larger than a 3 inch, for domestic purposes and not fire purposes. Is that fair?
Yep, and they'll come back if that ever.
Yeah, for, if there's a need for fire protection.
Second.
Okay, we have a first and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kendall.
Kendall, when you're ready, will you reach out and I'll just get a contract for him? Okay.
Ain't worth it.
Okay, that's everything on the agenda. Do we have any audience comments we missed? Anybody? Okay. All right, we need a motion to dismiss.
So moved.
First, we have a second.
That's true,
All
yeah.
in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you,
Right.
guys.
Should just do it like Kendall.
Okay, we'll start this. I made a note.
I feel like I haven't seen you forever.
I know.